Hi, Theorist. I was thinking about Meghan Markle today, and while we speak about her poorly, well, most of us, except for the sugars, speak about her poorly, there are certain attributes that I believe that are indeed positive that we can practice in our lives, especially when we are being mistreated. Not every situation is a negative situation. Not every negative person, even if it's a narcissist, is just full negative. There are certain lessons that we can take, and these are the lessons. 1. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. How many of us, just in the first initial attempt at something new, a new project, a new relationship, the first ridiculous trigger, emotional trigger, unprocessed trauma that we have, we run, instead of trying and trying again, especially when it's pertaining to our goals. And when it comes to her dreams, Meghan Markle has tried and tried again. She has basically made it her objective to be rich and famous. Means, ways, hows do not really matter. She knew that is what she wanted, and by all means, she thought about the ways that she could do as such. And one of those ways comes in number 2. When it doesn't work, pivot. The end goal could be the same, but the method does not have to be the same. Because as they say, if you try to achieve a goal doing the same thing, that's just madness. That's just insanity at the end of the day. And Meghan Markle, knowing herself, despite her flaws, knew that she wanted to be rich and she wanted to be famous. And she tried everything. She tried blogging. She tried acting. She realized she was aging out of that. She even divorced her husband, went away. She intentionally went to England to find an Englishman. What does that say? If you realize that something isn't working in your life, but you know what the end goal is, maybe it's time to try a new approach. And maybe one of these approaches may work out, as in the case of her meeting Prince Harry. 3. You are the expert. In her case, even when you are not the expert. If you know something in your field and you know it like the back of your hand and you know it deep within your heart, you should speak with the confidence that exists. Now, Meghan Markle's problem is, in most cases, she's not the expert, but that does not mean in your lives, when it comes to things that you know, if you're a carpenter, be the best carpenter, know the best ways to do whatever your tasks are. If you are the best programmer and you know programming has its grittiness to it, fine, be the best that you can be. Learn the newest models and the newest programs and the newest APIs and whatever else there is. Always know that you're the expert. So when you go into a room, no one can question who you are. Neither can you question what you know and who you are. Number 4, you deserve the best. For all that we can say about Meghan Markle, she always knew she deserved the best. She didn't think if somebody mistreated her, if there was better to be found, she didn't bat an eye to get rid of somebody or something or some situation. She always thinks in her mind that there's better out there. And a lot of us don't really think to ourselves that we deserve the best. We settle. We settle for the worst things there is, the worst relationships, the worst apartments, the most toxic job, and say, well, such is life, c'est la vie. But we don't have to settle for that. And all of that comes into self-worth. And finally, number 5, leave when you aren't wanted.
Let's go,
She
magic
felt,
shoes!
even though she might have been unjustified or it wasn't real or it was imagined in her mind, she felt unwanted. And so she left. How many of us make our presence known knowing persons don't want us? Our family mistreat us, treat us as scapegoats, and yet we keep going back time and time again. Our friends misuse us, abuse us, gossip about us, try to steal our husbands and our children in whatever way they can. I mean, I know I'm sounding like if it's an element movie where you hire a babysitter, or you have a best friend and the best friend is trying to steal your husband in the dead of the night. But if those persons or that person or a person or a job or a group of persons do not want you, don't stay. Don't stay and let them ever weigh at who you are inside. If you agree or disagree to this, I would really, really like to know. If you don't care as well, I would really like to know what lessons, positive traits we can take that may come across as negative traits from Meghan Markle in our own lives to practice in the name of self-care. That all of that being said, are we going to take these lessons to the extent that she did? Of course not. We're going to carry ourselves with grace and with class and with honesty. What she has done, and all of these lessons also come from a dark place: narcissism, family and identity trauma. What you want to do is practice these 5 things from a positive place, from a place of self-love. This is the Theorist. For now, click the notification button to keep up, like and subscribe so you can hear more theories. Bye.